Why does the television or the net suck us in? They have the power to capture our attention to the point where we are immersed in it and we forget everything else. Our attention is fully absorbed. We enter into a state of flow. In this state, we are in deep concentration. We have clarity. We experience no mental obstacles clouding our minds like stress, worry, or self doubt. We feel a sense of happiness, which leads us into becoming intrinsically motivated to continue, act, and to learn and to grow. What type of state is this? Hey friends, welcome back. In this video, I want to talk about flow. Have you heard about flow? Flow is a type of boost for intrinsic motivation. And you know, intrinsic motivation is that force that comes from within, not without, that helps you to keep going, like that rocket panel by solar panels. What is flow? Flow is a type of focus that you become fully immersed in whatever thing you are doing. You are not self-conscious. You are not even having any thoughts about what you are doing. You are simply doing. That is a very powerful state. Remember the feelings of hunger, fatigue, headaches, aches, and pains that consume you when you are trying to give your full attention to an activity or a task. Remember, in the state of flow, all of this melt away, and all that matters in the moment is the dedication to your craft. Do you want to be in that state? I would love to be in that state all the time. Here are 3 ways we can boost flow. It is a state that you can cultivate your focus to continue. Number 1, gather your assets. What do you need? Guess what? It becomes very difficult to get in and out of flow or concentration if you have to look for stuff that you need for your project. Gathering your asset means you have to prep like a chef who knows where the pot is, where the frying pan is. Everything, including the ingredients, are put in place prior to cooking. Why do we have to gather? Guess what? You get overwhelmed and anxious when you feel like you don't have the knowledge or the items needed to complete the task at hand. Hence, before you drop into a flow zone, you need to take the time to prepare yourself. For example, if you are a designer, that means having your images pre-filled or labeled for easy access. If you are a writer or a speaker like me, you have to research on your topics prior to starting. Why? Stopping midway a task for something that you need makes it very difficult to enter back into a zone of flow. And guess what? You can start procrastinating when you don't gather your resources or your assets. Number 2, you have to choose an activity that is meaningful to you and you enjoy doing. How is it likely that you can get into an activity and concentrate if you dislike it? If you focus on achieving flow while something that you love, it's better. For example, hobbies are a good way to engage flow and enter into a creative mood. Why? Once you find the hobby enjoyable, you boost self-esteem and you increase intrinsic motivation, which will help your attention to stay fully absorbed, which is a component for flow, staying focused and absorbed for extended periods of time. Number three, eliminate distractions and multitasking. Guess what? A lot of things can be achieved in multitasking for sure. But when we do that, we send our brains in multiple different directions all at once with the minute by minute checking, push buttons, social media. Things in our environment are competing for our attention. It is increasingly difficult to stay in flow. The continuous notifications, emails, and other interruptions will break flow. So before we dive into a task that you want to enter into flow, you have to hide, mute, wear noise cancellation headphones, remove distractions from your environment. This will render the place juicy and conducive for you to enter into flow. In conclusion, how are we going to cultivate flow? Mind you, flow can boost intrinsic motivation. Number one, gather your assets. Prep. You need to prep to avoid interruptions. Number two, choose a pursuit that you enjoy. Find a hobby that is tailored to your needs. One that, once you focus your attention, it will be absorbed. Number three, eliminate distractions and multitasking so that you can fully focus on the task at hand. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Let us know in the comments below what helps you to enter flow in a way that you are absorbed and fully focused. Let us know. I will see you in the next video. Ciao.